All right, good morning, traders. Today is December 29th, 2023. My SPY pivot this morning is 476.60. Above it, I'm a bull. Below it, I'm a bear. All of the Fab 5, FNGU, Diamond Dow, S&P 500, that'd be SPY, and the Russell 2000, IWM, and QQQ, that'd be the NASDAQ 100. Remain in bullish daily uptrends. The SPY made a new yearly high yesterday, not an all-time high, but let me just say, it's knocking on the door. It could be today. I think it might be today. If it doesn't happen today, I think it happens on the 2nd of January. We are so close. Diamond Dow and QQQ made new all-time highs yesterday. Way to go. FNGU making a bull flag, consolidating under a little dyslexic there, 242.50 resistance level. IWM making a bull flag, consolidating under the 205 resistance level. Silver still remains bullish, but appears to be stuck in quadrant 3, right at the midpoint of the quad lines of the last pullback that made the higher low on the daily chart. Gold remains bullish, pulling back to test the support of the prior high. USO technically in an uptrend, but failed to hold price above the daily downtrend line. So we may have another leg down for USO. That would be crude oil. All right, UNG finally in an uptrend and finally breaking the downtrend line. All right, still consolidating around the $5 level. Nice breakthrough on that downtrend line for UNG. I mean, these are like rock bottom prices. I don't think I've ever seen it this low. And the US dollar index maintains its daily downtrend. Had a little pullback yesterday. All right, so let's go take a look at some charts. So here's SPY. Let's zoom in because that candle is, could it be any smaller? You can see how tight the range was. I think it was maybe 75 cents. I don't know. Probably $1.50. But you can see how tight that range is. Small little doji candle right there. But you can see right there, it inked out a higher high for the year. All right. Now, the all-time high is right up here, 479.94. Now, let me just say, this thing has had an ATR of like $6 or $7 sometimes. It's gone down because things got tight. But on a 10-day ATR. If they want to, they can do this. All right, I don't know, but they are being very coy about it, and obviously they have a date in time that they want to do it, whether it's today or the 2nd of January. I don't know when, but they obviously have something in mind when they want to do it, because they could have done this probably 2 or 3 days ago. But they sure are taking their time right now. So there's SPY, still in a daily uptrend and just grinding up against this, the upper channel of this uptrend line right up there. So there's SPY. So take a look at QQQ. Something's not working. There we go. All right, things are a little slow this morning. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm running out of something. All right, so here's QQQ making new yearly high right there, new all-time highs right there. All right, gapped up, traded down, still above the 3 EMA. That's very good. Still in an uptrend. That's very good. Everything working well for QQQ. Let's take a look at Diamond Dow. Diamond Dow doing the same thing. Didn't quite gap up, but you can see made a new all-time high there on Diamond Dow. Again, closing the candle over the 3 EMA. Everything's working out well there, still in an uptrend. All right, let's take a look at IWM. And IWM pulling back after yesterday's yearly high right there, making a lower high ever so slightly and a lower low. But closing above the 3 EMA there on IWM Russell 2000. Still markets are all still very bullish. So let's take a look at FNGU. Something's not working today. This is not good. Let me pause. Alright, so here's FNGU on the daily chart. You can see it consolidating here right up underneath this 242 level. You can see they're leaning on the 250 area. They're getting ready to go tag it up there. So you can see here's price action yesterday, putting in, it's hard to see, a higher high and a lower low. So expanding volatility. And if you go back and look at SPY, and we drill down into the 10-minute chart, and you can see we had expanding volatility going on SPY as well. So you can see how price action moved up that way, and then price action moved this way. So we have kind of a megaphone pattern on the intraday. Again, the SPY pivot for this morning is going to be 476.60. I'll put that in for you right about there. Okay, so you got that megaphone pattern of expanding volatility. So things are kind of getting toppy, or we'll see what happens. All right, so there's FNGU. Let's go back and take a look at USO. All right, so here's USO. And you can see the downtrend line here, and they failed to hold it. Now we've got, well, this will be the rubber band candle right here coming back through. So if they break the rubber band candle, chances are they're coming down to the lows again, and more than likely a lower low. So we'll see what happens. So we don't want them to break this rubber band candle right there. So there's USO, still in a still in an uptrend, by the way, still in an uptrend, but under the downtrend line. All right, let's go with UNG. And you can see UNG started a new uptrend yesterday, day before yesterday. Got a higher low, created a higher high, and breaking this downtrend line. So nice work on UNG. So this be a possibility. Could be the start of a new trend here. We'll see. Winter's coming. So there's UNG. Let's take a look at silver and gold. Silver first. As you can see, we got a higher low and a higher high. We got another higher low. And we have not made the higher high, but we are consolidating at the midpoint. And that is a bullish flag. So we're waiting for this to pop back up there. Let's take a look at gold. So here's gold. Now you can see gold making a higher low and a higher high, and another higher low and another higher high. It inked out another higher high up there. See that? So gold in an uptrend producing the higher high. Now who knows where the next pullback's going to start. I still think there's still more upside, but we did close below the 3 EMA yesterday, so we'll see what happens. So yesterday's price action for gold, lower high and a lower low. So we did silver, we did gold, we did all the indices. Let's take a look at the technicals. Look at the technicals yesterday. We spent most of the day in the overbought zone, but made lower highs and lower lows on the 15-minute chart. Okay, but still stayed in the overbought zone, so still very much bullish. T2123 started out green, ended green, and it was green all day. So nice work for T2123. that's going to make the Russell 2000 look good, because this is all the stocks in the New York Stock Exchange. Right there. T2123, same chart, but on a 3-bar instead of the 15. Still got some space between this price action and the trend indicator. Now, wouldn't you have loved to have bought that on the first green one down here and held it all the way up to here? That looks like a winner. I love this 3-bar chart. How about this? How about if you sold it over here and then you reversed here? How about that? Nothing but red the whole way down. Nothing but green the whole way up. That's T2123. That's the market. Okay, so let's take a look at our FNGU indicator. All right, so for yesterday's price action, so it looks like we're pulling back. We're going to test this rising 200 again. So you can see we're consolidating up here at these highs in a bull flag. This is looking like a wind up for a breakout. I just wish it pulled back straight like this. It would have been a healthier bullish pullback. When the bullish flag kind of points up, it's not my favorite. Usually that indicates a move down. So we'll see what happens. Of course, the leg to move down would not be far. It'd only be about this far right here. See this move down right there when it comes up? So we could expect another move down, maybe about 220. We'll see what happens. They may make it, they may not. But anyways, price action for yesterday: green, red, green, red, green, red, green, red. And they gapped up in the morning, and you can see they finished low. They finished the day at the low of day. So they started at the high of day and pretty much finished at the low of day. So there's FNGU, and nothing but a whole lot of noise in between. So there's FNGU. Let's take a look at, what do we got here? All right, dollar index. All right, so here's the US dollar index. Cheap dollar makes our markets go up. So you can see here's the July lows, the September highs, the pullback to the 200, and then we consolidated here at the 200, and then we put in a rubber band candle with a flag at the end, and then we finally snapped the rubber band, and now price is coming down. So today is nothing more than a pullback day for that snap down. They may want to test that rubber band candle once, and then float on down to test these lows. So we'll see what happens. Definitely in a downtrend, making lower highs and lower lows and lower highs. I don't need to tell you, and lower lows, and of course lower highs and more lower lows. So definitely in a downtrend there. All right, for Max Payne, that's not the one I wanted. We'll get it though. Max Payne is, because today is options expiration Friday. So Max Payne for today is 471. We'll see what they want to do. If they are going to perhaps hold the flag up there, or they're going to come down and do a little test on 471. Put to call ratio is about 2 puts for every call so far. Right now, Max Payne for the 2nd of January is 275. So we'll see what they want to do here. All right, and the SPY currently is hanging out around just dropped 476.60 right now. And for the economic calendar, take a look at that. There's nothing really happening today. Chicago PMI comes out at 9:45. All right, and then that's pretty much it for the day. It's going to be a slow day for me, half day for me. Remember, sometimes the best trade is no trade today. All right, we had nothing but slop and chop if you look at the chart for yesterday, let me just show you. Okay, this is the day before. This is open house day 1 on the 27th. And you can see here is the VWAP line, and nothing but slashing back and forth across the VWAP line. And yesterday's price action was the same thing, nothing but slashing back and forth across the VWAP line. What am I expecting today? More of the same. Really, that's about it. I'm expecting more of the same, unless, of course, they can do a breakout. And it looks like they may want to do a pullback before they do a breakout. So we'll see what happens. So we got expanding volatility here. So they may want to come down. And I don't know whether they'll come down to 471. They may. But this is the end of the month, the end of the quarter, so we could have, well, the window dressing may show up on the 2nd. Or the window dressing may even show up after they test 471, if that's what they choose to do. So we'll see what happens today. Maybe we can get a breakdown or a break up. We'll see what happens. All right. So that's it. And we'll take a look at, let's take a look at just a few more things. All right. Let's look at semiconductors. That's SMH. And you can see semiconductors just barely inked out. Just barely. I don't even know if they did. An equal high. So that's an all-time high yesterday, the day before. So red candle, gapped up, traded down. But closed over the 3 EMA there. So that's very bullish. So everything is still bullish, all right, except for USO right now. Everything is bullish except for crude oil. Imagine if we could get crude oil